Okay, so Team OTB took on TriAthy, and it was all in partnership with Whoop, the personalised digital fitness and health coach that helps you unlock your inner potential. Check out whoop.com for more. It was on the bank holiday Sunday, which is 2 days ago. Adrian Barry joins us now as one of the participants. Adrian, how are you? Where's your medal?
Great commitment, Ger. Great commitment from all the team who turned up on the day. Our medal went to the man who finished the race for us, Andy. Good man, Andy. So he took away the medal first.
Right.
But no, well done, Ger. Well done for turning up on the day. Great effort out of you and to everybody on the team, indeed, who turned up. Really good.
Yeah. Nathan, how'd you get on?
Sunday was good. Nice relaxing morning. Went out Saturday night, so I had a very relaxing Sunday morning. Listen, I take my beating. It's not going to be very good entertainment or radio or TV
I do remember
for
the last 2 months.
The first,
you've been telling us how you were gonna do your part for the team. You're a real team guy, a company man.
Yeah. I listen, Ger, I had a kid's birthday party I just could not get out of.
No, you didn't. You reorganised your kid's birthday party to clash with TriAthy because you were terrified of a little 4K run.
A little 4K run. Well, listen, I've done all of our other triathlons, our duathlons, everything else, and I couldn't help but notice that the duathlon seemed to be far more of a test than what you did the weekend, and I managed to survive that just fine. The questions I have, right, I've been listening a lot to Phelps over here talking about his swimming training and, the effort that he's been putting in. The timing seems to suggest, Ger, that you were quicker than Adrian in the water.
Oh, by a mile, yeah.
What happened there?
I was going great in the swim until Tommy Rooney, who I'd caught up on, changed his swimming style and instead of doing the front crawl goes and does a breaststroke and splashes me straight in the face. I was like,
It's the only video I've seen is it looks as though it's shallow enough that you could walk in, and that Tommy may be walking while pretending to do the breaststroke.
It was shallow enough. The old water level, the water table, not great at the moment. The salmon are gathering and can't get up the stream, I'm told. So global warming is having an impact on this too. But yeah, you could have walked it I'm not saying anything.
So you'd both obviously done the duathlon, which was the run, the cycle, and then the run. So this time you're replacing the 5K at the start with the swim.
Did we both do that, or did somebody else cry off at the last moment in the style of Nathan Murphy?
I turned up.
But you didn't do it. Did you know he didn't do it?
What do you mean you didn't do it?
He didn't do the duathlon.
He was there. I saw him.
No, he didn't.
Ger,
2 years ago.
He didn't finish it.
If the head of content had looked at any of the post productions out of that, he would know that I never ran it, that I didn't do it. But look, Nathan, as he said himself, he's a bit like the Tories there. Don't worry about that stuff that went on before. You need to forget about all that now and move on. This is exactly
the previous management screwed that up.
What I wanted to ask was how much more difficult is it when you do the swim rather than a run before you go on the bike and you're coming out and you're wet and you're cold and you're having to do the transition?
Adrian doesn't know that either.
I have no answer to that. That'd be Ger.
That's what I'm asking, Ger.
He did a 7-minute swim and then retired. So fair play to you, Adrian.
7 minutes,
at least for showing
7 minutes 48. And by the way, look, I accept that. Literally everybody else who turned up, about 300 people who turned up on the day, apart from myself, Brian, and Andy. Everybody did the full thing.
700 in the morning and then 700 in the one after us.
Yeah, the other races, absolutely. But look, it was, and if you're going to do any leg, you must do the first one because it looks like you're doing the full thing. And so I got all the buzz out of that. It was great. I cracked. The water was colder, I thought, than I'd expected.
Really? I was going to say the water was much warmer than I had expected. I wasn't cold at all.
Did you get a head freeze?
No.
I got a head freeze at the start, and there was a lot of traffic. There was a lot of people milling around. A lot of people, and I know Nathan's taking the mick out of my time there, but a lot of people slower. A lot of slow people.
Even than you.
Oh yeah, a lot. Yeah, I was going past a lot. Now I was going past some of them as I was walking as well on the raised riverbed there. But
very briefly, a quick shout out to Shane Hannon, who did under 5 minutes per kilometre was it under 4 minutes per kilometre?
Could have been under 4 minutes. It was insane.
Yeah, it was just over 4 minutes, I think, just over a touch 4 minutes at the end of it. So
because there's obviously internal off-the-ball rivalries, and because I, as you say, bottled it, and Adrian just did the swim, we didn't have the middle-aged man rivalry,
so
the three of us. So you win that. You've got your medal, and you're not going to take it off all day.
Nice of you to mention that there,
Well
Nathan.
done. You're like the kids coming home from school sports day. Well done, Ger. Everyone's delighted for you. But the other rivalry was the Tommy Rooney-Shane Hannon rivalry, which in previous incarnations we couldn't tell who won because one of them did it in Monaghan and one of them did it in Clare. And Tommy, there was an awful lot of bitching and moaning of, my timer didn't work at one stage and all of this. So now that they were on the same course at the same time,
the same bitching happened. First off, Tommy forgot his runners and had to borrow a pair of runners.
I got the call 11 o'clock Saturday night.
Yeah, luckily Brian just got the same size as him. Tommy actually said that they felt better than the size he'd been asking for, so I think he's discovered a new size. And then there was a problem with his timing chip. That's why I caught him on the cycle. It fell off. He had to stop. It was like it was just, you know, he's basically the Mick McCarthy of this whole thing. They let me down.
We have to ask questions about Ger's cycling ability. Like, yeah, I'm not saying you shouldn't be an incredibly fast cyclist, but it's quite insane how fast you are for a 45-year-old man.
For an outlet.
Were you faster than O'Driscoll?
No, I wasn't. I was a minute behind him.
All right, but even still,
he is a professional athlete.
Exactly.
I was surprised. I was 2 minutes behind Shane. I was a bit pissed off at that, but then sure, look.
Your bike was, you
literally
do
half my
have
age.
the best bike in the entire field.
Courtesy of, it's a loan from my good friend Specialized, who I wholeheartedly recommend.
All right, well done.
He's like a racehorse, isn't he, Hannon? He turns up in the day. He's like got holes in his shorts. Absolutely no gear that is appropriate to be wearing on the day. But he's just like
he literally had a holy arse.
I saw that. Did anyone go in of all the competitors without a wetsuit? Like, does anyone just go in with the Speedos and away I go?
You're not allowed, but actually,
oh, really?
I think if you did do that, it would massively speed you up. I lost 5 minutes in the transition. That was kind of where I ended up getting screwed. But at that stage, I was like, I'm just going to finish this today. Next year, however, it's on the 11th of June. They've already announced. Sorry, it's the bank holiday weekend. It's the same weekend next year. The Champions League final is the 11th of June. So we're going to do the whole thing, aren't we? All of us.
Well, I see.
It's always going to be my kid's birthday around this time of the year.
Yeah, there's always going to be a reason that they're going to pull out. Is what you're saying. An email in there this morning from somebody at Lanesborough, the two provinces. Triathlon. I don't know if you've seen that. Starts in Lanesborough. I was coming along for Ger. It's
your home territory, of course.
Close enough. She was saying start of July, 750 swim, 20k cycle and 5k run. You'd be out for that.
The running is the problem.
What was the reaction in his own hometown for Ger Gilroy, the returning hero?
You've never seen anything like it. Brian O'Driscoll. Brian who? Sorry, could you get out of my way there? Where's Gilroy? Let me at him.
I do have to say, the town looked spectacular. There's a bit on the run, which I'd never been on before, down by the river, where you're running along the river and the river's so peaceful and calm. And honestly, like, if you want to go and have a nice weekend and have some beautiful nature walks, then go and visit a Tide. It won't be 500 quid a night for a hotel room. Right. Good experience overall. Adrian, we got to go here.
Yeah, great old buzz. And the even like people were saying, the competitor, you were talking about the competitors that went earlier in the day and later in the day, and like there tends to be a real like elbows out, isn't there, like legs flailing type of stuff, whereas with that one there was like lads swimming down the pool going, "Hi Mick, I'm over here, come on, join me in this." Like people, there was a real good old community buzz about it, and for the rest of us who were only doing bits, managing to sort of tap into some of that, we got the best of everyone. No, it was great fun.
Well done, Adrian.
We'll be back next year.
Probably, yeah.
Hey, yes, I'm gonna have to take that one.